Hello everyone, I am Desil24 and welcome back to Reverses, a show where we pit two characters from different universes to see who win a fight based on research. Today we're having the battle between humans in anime. While there have been tough ones like aliens, cyborgs, or superhumans, but these two are no doubt one of them is second, or third strongest human, but you know what I mean. Well, of course, I am talking about the former desert bandit, Yamcha'd, up against the guy who literally defeated his opponents with just one punch, Saitama. Now, to make this fight fair, I am mostly going to be using some non-filler for Yamcha'd in the anime version. Even though I would just stick with the manga and the anime, but I think it's fair to say I am going to be using a few minor ones, including some non-filler, including the afterworld stuff in Yamcha'd era or arc to be accurate. I mean, let's face it. If I didn't use it, then Saitama pretty much defeated Yamcha'd with one punch. With that said, let's begin. Now, to start with Yamcha'd's life, his origin is a bit unknown. We never get to know how he came or how he is in the desert, but we do know that he is somewhat having a lot of time in the desert. You see, during the time era of Dragon Ball, Yamcha'd lived in the desert with his best friend and long-lost friend and ally, and as well the most adorable one, Par. Well, up until the fact that he met the young kid Goku. Well, basing off an enemy to him his first time, as well as the villain, kinda. You see, he spotted Goku to collecting the Dragon Balls. His hopes that he could able to grant a wish from the Dragon Balls themselves. However, he actually gotten more than just a Dragon Ball. He actually gone to the Avengers, especially later joining the heroes, especially in fact joined with Bulma. Crazy enough, he used to be a desert bandit and basically became a full-on hero, the Sea Fighters. Well, he lost the girl to Bulma to a Saiyan prince that pretty much lost his planet and became an emo dragon. Yeah, Dragon Ball have a lot of hatred against Yamcha'd for some reason. But hey, at least this couple is much better. I mean, after all, comparing to other versions of them, at least the canon Vegeta and Bulma are more accurate than these two versions of Bulma Bunny and Prince Vegeta. Oh wait, I forgot to mention Vegeta and Bulma. That was to say. Yeah, I had this opportunity online, so I'm not gonna waste it. But what about Saitama? Well, Saitama's origin is different. You see, like any anime character, including some ones that we know, Saitama mostly started as anyone, a normal guy. He had a normal job, a boring life, and etc. He's pretty much lazy at this point. He even fired several times in his previous jobs. Well, up until the fact he managed to save a kid, well, a butt-chin kid, from this crab villain, underwear villain, and defeat him. Which that comes to realize to Saitama's mind that after that one time he saved the villain, he actually tried. Instead of finding a new job, he actually decided to become a hero. So as such, he started out his own routine, exercise one. He'd do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10 kilometer running every single day he did. And surprisingly, he is strong now, although losing his hair. You know, I was gonna make a joke about that, but I googled how the hair loss, and it's actually true. Well, I mean, compared to Saitama and this guy, Homelander, I would mostly prefer getting much more a fan of Saitama than this douche. Well, the comic book character, not the actor. Alright, we got to their oranges. What they are able to do? Well, Saitama, well, basically now, Yamcha'd is a skilled one. Well, before he retired. It's also worth mentioning that he is somewhat a baseball player. Okay, former baseball player before he retired and then something happened, but it's a long story. But anyways, yeah, he do have a lot of training, especially but he is trained in Turtle Hermit, along with his other two friends, Krillin and Goku. Besides, he did become far more stronger than before, and especially the fact that he came up face on with other foes that includes a Cyberman. Now keep in mind, it could be debatable if a Cyberman is stronger, but it's debatable. But anyways, yeah. Yamcha'd, thanks to his training, he had developed some few skills. Especially if he get able to get in a fight, and as well for the key, including the Spirit Ball. It's a technique where he could create a ball key, which he could use it to go at and be able to use it like a net. It's kind of like basically now trying to connect it to a ball, but without even losing it. But I think there's one signature technique that Yamcha'd do have in his disposal. It's his Wolfang Fist. Basically now, it's a rush of attacks, and with a fair wolf on it. And much more stronger version is the Neo Wolf Fist, where it's far more longer, and it do require a few much ki. There's also another few techniques he have, like the Kamehameha for example, which it also stated to Roshi's stats, is the most famous technique in Dragon Ball of all time. Hell, I don't think he'd be able to keep up doing a super Kamehameha at best. Well, at the very least, to be honest. Anyways, what about Saitama? Well, remember when I said that, well, basically enough, thanks to his, well, supposed training he have and unsurely amount of how durable he is, he actually surprisingly strong. No, seriously, I am not kidding. He is super strong. Literally, he can able to destroy a Heroes Association equipment without no problem. Especially the fact he able to destroy a mirror with just one punch. And basically enough, he able to be pretty much good. In fact, I think he's just way too good. He gets it is he just punches his opponent with just one punch and then boom, they're dead. And I don't think the fact that even a whole entire army or even a ship can able to kill this guy. I mean, he's still human, but wow, this guy is a literal powerhouse at best. And not saying much, because he already could state, but he's super fast. And at best, 1,500 mirror dash per second. Although that's comparable, because his normal series, well, based on his stats, is mostly a boost than a style. So it does give him some few things, especially the fact that he is get much more serious, where he's much more serious in combat. Of course, that's one thing we all could say, his most powerful one, his serious punch. It's based on another version of his normal punch, but with slight effect put into it. In fact, able to kill destroying, collapsing a star running cannon, and completely annihilate an elder centipede at best. That's saying much. Oh, and for those who wonder you're gonna fight this guy, little heads up, do not let him punch you in the balls. Seriously, the one thing you do not want to fight him and let him hit you at is the balls. That's Tunnel Speed, for example. While both of them are strong, they have flaws. Well, mainly Yamcha. To be fair, while Yamcha is treated as a joke in the Dragon Ball community, but he's no slouch. But then again, he isn't this smart, or at best comparable at least. And unlike his other Z-Fighters, he is technically the weakest one here. Especially by comparing to other Z-Fighters, including human ones such as Tien and currently including Master Roshi. He tend to be cocky and arrogant at the same time, which ended in him being killed. Like the time he get able to face off with a Cyberman while field them, only to miss one and let him die. And then another time he let himself be cocky against Cell Jr. and get cried about his own arm being broken by a single child infant by a superhuman being. Yeah, admittedly, Yamcha does suck. But I think it's mostly towards the writers. Maybe a little fans debatable, but still, Yamcha may be a kinda the strongest, but he's just a joke to the Dragon community. But it's nowhere the worst character I could say. I think at best could be adult Gohan, for example. And Saitama, despite being at the superhuman strongest man in his own universe, he's also his own flaws. In fact, he has never ever been serious at first, to be honest. Especially the fact I did mention that he is serious, well, his serious mode, but not all the time, to be honest. Plus, despite of him being the most strongest, he could barely get bored. The fact that if he gets bored and let his opponent be monologuing or hit him first, then you pretty much know what I'm going to say. At this point, he had to lose for once. But still, while Saitama is definitely strong, but that also led to not having our bad guys or heroes to, well, not fight him. I mean, let's be honest. If you were Saitama and faced up had the power to kill anyone with just one punch, then you get bored. And I would say a few more things about him, but there's only a few little, to be honest. I mean, he is technically still human, and he can technically die if Sonic is much stronger than him. Yeah, I could come up with another flaws, but to be fair, he is still human, even though his sword piercing can able to kill. But I don't think FS could anyone is strong enough to defeat him, then I'd like to see it try. Even though they have flaws, well, maybe Yamcha's, they are capable fighters. Yamcha, admittedly, okay, he does suck, to be honest, but he may be not the worst, but not a complete joke. He does show to be stronger. And while Saitama is way too strong and don't take seriously, he's still pretty much considered the strongest character in the One Punch Man universe. But when it comes down between these two, I probably get a lot of stuff from One Punch Man fans, but yeah, Yamcha wins this episode. And I can hear the comments from One Punch Man fans saying, but Saitama defeated Lord Battle. No, not this kind of thing. Look, I will say a few things. Saitama's training experience as well as the training surpasses Yamcha's. He's definitely shown us based on shown to be much stronger and far more trained than Yamcha. I mean, let's face it, Yamcha have been lacking. But in the end, he mostly is comparable and can easily outclass Saitama in some few ways. For starters, he did face off a Saiyan Saga version of Cyberman. Now, keep in mind, while Cyberman at best can be able to be weaker, and considering that fact he did train by Mr. Popo, he is technically far more stronger, And hell, he can able to surpass it, to be honest. If you want to talk about Dragon Ball filler, well, let's just say he did face off the strongest human in the afterlife, that being Alberto. Now keep in mind, this is the same Alberto back in the afterlife tournament. As such, he can able to kill to his opponents, that includes Pycon. As such, Pycon can able to travel to the afterlife within a few seconds, which is making at best 4.38 credit times far more faster than speed of light. And such, he is far more stronger as well. While at best that Orbo may have fought Obito and even lost, but Pycon does show that he is stronger, and now he defeated one Nakan Cell, and he even stated to destroy the solar system from Earth. And top it all off, Yamcha defeated Obito, which at best can able to keep up and match against Pycon. And I would say a few things here there, but even then, I will say a few more if we're given a chance. And for those who are wondering about the durability feat, it could go to Saitama. Well, yes and no. While Saitama has shown to show his body area complete damage, well, barely. For Yamcha, well, he did took hits from Simon, but Simon at best can able to be somewhat at the same power, while weaker, but same power as the Saiyans. So it's debatable, but Yamcha has survived a few more, and hell, if you really think about it, Yamcha's body didn't blow up with the rest of the Saiyan's body as well, so that's technically his body can survive it, though is broken mind, but still. And plus, if I were to say a few more things about Yamcha, he can able to survive a few more. Even hits like Cell Jr., and especially a few more. So overall, while this fight is a bit hard, while Saitama is the strongest hero in his own universe, while Yamcha is a weak link in the Z-Fire series, well, Dragon Ball to be accurate. But in the end, if I were to cut down between the Naka and filler to make the fight fair, Yamcha will instantly win. Without it, Saitama will win. But seeing the fact that I did use it, Yamcha pretty much outclassed Saitama in terms of speed with skill in comparison, strength, dragon strength, and attack potency, including durability. And plus, while Saitama have fought tougher opponents, but keep in mind, and based it out with far more durability, well, technically intelligence and experience, including legend strength, what bones cut down to is how they were used. And such, while Saitama can able to destroy a classic star cannon, which it could be either at best star level or planet level, but in the end, Yamcha have held against Saitama with far more techniques, especially the fact that he can able to take on a few foes, even to in Dragon Ball Super, taking out Maro's goons, and at best could have Solar System or a Lee Star. In the end, Saitama got Yamcha. The winner is Yamcha. And I never thought I'd get to say that in my own show.
Get ready for the next battle.